So I'll just jump on here quickly and talk about carbs. So if you feel completely confused when it comes to carbs, with all the good carbs, bad carbs out there, and you really want to heal that relationship and really know what's the best quality for you, you want to keep watching this video, because I'll be talking a little bit more about carbophobia and exploring this concept further. So my name is Milda, and I help women overcome emotional eating and bad relationship with food towards creating healthier and happier lives. So firstly, if you've ever been on a diet, you will know that carbs is probably the first macronutrient that is suggested either to cut down or completely eliminate. And I just wanted to talk a little bit more about this because firstly, our body cannot survive with eliminating any of the macronutrients completely. So let's explore what happens when we restrict on carbohydrates or reduce them quite drastically. Let's say we're having less and less of carbohydrates, or a huge restriction or reduction. What happens at first, we might see the difference. However, our body, as it is always way more clever than we are, it does adjust to changes for it to survive. And therefore, as we're having less and less carbohydrates, something called neuropeptide Y gets released in our body. And that just intensifies the cravings for carbohydrates. So therefore, dieting, and especially cutting one single macronutrient out, is really a mission impossible, and the body will always win. And therefore, so often people who do diet, they tend to overeat or binge or have intensified cravings. Yeah, so like I said, body is so much more clever than we are, and with all the chemical and hormonal changes, it always takes what it needs, and therefore we can't really outsmart it. However, let's really explore a little bit more about what carbohydrates do. So first of all, as we know, carbohydrates help produce energy, but also serotonin, which is our happiness hormone, and that helps our moods, our sleep, and appetite regulation. And I think this is where you can really see why carbohydrates are so important, especially for dieting or trying to manage weight. So really it's all about the quality and the quantity of carbs rather than cutting them out completely, because it's really not that black and white. So when it comes to quality of carbs, it's really easy to determine whether you're eating carbs that are beneficial for you. So think about a really good question to ask yourself is to stop whenever you're having different type of carbohydrates and ask yourself whether, is this a whole food? Is this a processed food? Is this something that my great-grandmother would eat? And if it's things like white flour or sugar, of course, it's like I said, it's not completely black and white, so there is a sometimes. However, majority of the time, it's good to avoid these food products. And then it comes to quantity as well. So generally speaking, if you look at your plate and you see half of it is vegetables, either fresh or cooked, a quarter of it is protein and quarter is complex carbohydrates. Most of the time we're getting a quite good, balanced meal. Yes, so just to summarize, we need carbs, and we cannot cut them out completely, and we cannot cut out any other food macronutrient completely. And like I said, it's never that black and white. So I hope this makes sense and it's a bit clearer when it comes to carbs. And if you'd like to know a little bit more, head over to my website, nutritionpath.co.uk. See you soon.